Greetings, everybody, and guess where we at? We here at Playback Studios. We here at Playback Studios with my brethren, P Dog. We on the P Dog Show.
What is it? What is
Welcome,
it?
welcome, everybody. And yo, hey, look around, because we
Nice
got
guests in here
we
tonight.
got our DJ Lamar Schwung. Hey, who's that?
What's going? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, you know, he stay blessing us.
Yes, he does.
You know, with the tunes. Check them out. Yo, uh-oh. I don't know if it's talent. I don't know if it's the
I don't know
co-host.
what it is. I know it's beautiful.
I don't know if it's the co-host.
It's beautiful.
But we got Chanel 99 special co-host.
I'm Chanel 99. Thanks for
Chanel.
that 99.
Chanel, oh, 'cause you all the way up.
Thanks.
You're 100. So we have a special guest host, Chanel, in the building.
Thanks for the welcome.
Special,
Yes,
beautiful
yes.
host at that.
Thank
And,
you. Thank
yo, we
you.
got again. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, True the Lens shooting the sniper, Lorenz.
Killing the game.
And he's also cutting and chopping on the edit. And I see he's covering the whole team. I see the guard over there, Sabretooth, you know. And then I see I see some special guests in the building. I'm not shooting. We got Remo, we got Limo. Yeah.
Limo.
Lilo, and we got Remo.
Killing the game.
Yes.
Alright,
And it's
alright,
Father's Day. Big up to P Dog. Happy Father's Day, P Dog.
Likewise,
Yo.
Happy
likewise.
Father's Day.
Likewise.
Yo.
Happy to have everybody here today.
Yeah.
You dig?
You dig?
Chanel, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, thanks for the welcome, first of all.
Much love.
It's
Thank
been a
you.
blessing being here, and happy
Dog
Father's
Show.
Day to you and all the other followers
Thank you.
listening to us. A little bit about myself. I actually just moved to Atlanta 2 months ago.
All right.
And it's been nothing but a blessing. I kind of took flight and jumped and started to pursue something that's been in me since I was probably about the age of 7.
Nice.
Which is pursuing this whole TV and film industry. So let's talk about how I
In the
got
right
started.
place.
Yeah,
in the
let's
right
do that.
place.
I know, land of opportunity. That's what I like to call Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah.
So many dreamers out here. Well, I started out. I did a radio show when I was living in Miami, and I did it for 6 months. I was trying out a lot of different things, and it was like so fun. It was a fun time to be in Miami for myself. So anything that I like, was exposing myself to, I was like, that's interesting. Let me go and let me try this. So I tried DJing. I DJed for a little while, found out that wasn't for me. But what I did find out is that, like, instead of me being behind the turntables, I need a mic in my face. So that's kind of what happened when I started doing radio. So there was a radio show being broadcast, a sports talk show, and I don't know anything about sports, but I was like, I can do it. Because I always felt like when things came my way, I was always ready.
Nice.
So I was like, I can do it. So I started doing it. I got an opportunity. I did it for 6 months for a satellite radio station. It was great. Moved back to my hometown, Tampa, Florida. And I was like, I want to get on the radio there, but I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And so how can I do this? And then a TV opportunity that I wasn't even seeking kind of came up. So I was like, all right. So I got on there, started co-hosting, did 3 co-host jobs on there. It was beautiful. But that season wrapped up. By the next season of that show, I got a call back to be a full-term co-host of the show, so I got a job.
That's what's
And
up.
that was
All right.
nothing but beautiful. I mean, I know I'm like making it seem like it's just all these things have dropped in my lap, but I've definitely like worked really, really hard and, ran towards it instead of running away from things that I really wanted. So
Exactly.
that's the only reason why the blessings have been coming my way, and I've been blessed in that way. So I did that for 3 years. I came to the spot in the show to where it was like, we need to see more of you. We need a strong woman presence out of you. What are you about? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? And I've always been about like women kind of, showing who they really are and what their interests is. Like, if you want to be a working woman, that's beautiful. If you want to be a woman in the house that's supporting your man, that's beautiful. Just whatever it is, just stand for it, own it. Taking care of the kids. I've always been big on stuff like that. So I was like, all right. So I created a segment, and it was called The Ladies Room, and I spoke about all things concerning women from a woman perspective, from my perspective. So I would just do like fun topics, and we filmed in front of a studio audience of 99 people. So I would pull like random women in the audience that didn't know what I was going to speak about. And we would speak on like issues that we are faced with right now, like how women are, educating themselves, going to college, and then going to get their master's and doctorates. So, what it's spinning off is that more women are making more money than men. So you have to put yourself in a comfortable situation in order to still support a man and allow a man to be a man. So I would pull in all different nationalities of women of different age groups and see how they felt about it, and I would always end it with my opinion.
Nice.
And that went well. After that, we wrapped up the season for the show. We had like 8 weeks, so I went back on air. Meanwhile, I'm still working because I went to college to be an accountant, so I still had an accountant job.
Wow.
So I'm still working full time, co-producing the show.
For real. Brain is like crazy.
Co-producing the show, as well as being a full-term co-host on the show. And now I have my own segment. But, the beautiful thing is when you're doing something that you love, you don't think about how much work you're putting in. You just know the work got to get done.
Easy.
And that's it. So I was like, I want to do more with the Ladies Room. So I was like, I'm starting a company. So I started a company called Ladies Room Live. I did 2 events. I had 16 sponsors, had 350 women at my first event. It was a beautiful event. People came out and networked. The whole mission for Ladies Room Live is to inspire, to unite, inspire women globally, just for them just to unite. Like, let's stop, having so much of a grudge towards women. Like, when a woman walk in a room, compliment her if she's beautiful,
Exactly.
If she's smart, compliment her because she's smart. Like, let her know that she got it. Instead of just like, acknowledging the flaws that she may have hurt, because she may be the next person that help you make your first million.
Yeah,
You just
no
never
doubt.
know. So I did that, and then I'm actually working on a new project right now, which is called Girlfriends. And Girlfriends is a segment, a girl talk segment, a very, very chill, organic thing that I'm doing with young millennial women. And we're just going to have a girl talk series speaking on all things concerning women, just like we do in Ladies Room Live, but it's just a different, young, fun dynamic. I moved out here to pursue TV and film. That's one avenue that I'm attacking.
We're going to cut you off, but where did I meet you at?
You met me on set, and that's what I was going to get into.
Exactly.
I got a chance to work with Desi Banks. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but to me, he's real major. It was amazing. And I met him because I'm a studying actress. I've been doing that for a little bit over a year and a half now. And when I got out here, I booked 4 jobs already, so that's been a blessing.
Nice.
And 2 of them have been with Desi Banks. Like, he showed so much love. He opened me up to this sitcom, the Desi Banks show, that they're actually shopping around, and he gave me a part that can be a reoccurring part. I play this girl. Her name is Levita.
Yo, you killed it.
Thank you.
I must say, she came hard-working lady. As you can tell as you hear. That's why I met her on set. And she killed that part. I was like, okay. Came through like half day or in the middle of the day and just got ready and did her scene, and it was amazing. For real. So we definitely see that you're doing your thing. But we're about to take a brief intermission real quick. We're gonna get back into Chanel.
Truly talented.
So we're about to give my man LeVon Sean some blessings with a couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Yo, touch him, LeVon. Do it to him.
What I heard when I swing and I swerve, I'm swinging for keys. That's that old school flow. Sugar Ray knocking down dough, gripping that wheel. They like what happened to the lad. I told them about this lost 89 6.
Usually I talk about that Cadillac on balls, but today it's all about Monte Carlo propped up on lows. I said it I for show. I keep it cold in the pull up his toes. You better have it before I close that door. Carlo like that right there.
Welcome back. I'm Chanel Kisa. I'm
yeah.
special guest host on the P-Dog show with P-Dog. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Very talented. Chanel with us
It's been a blessing. It's been everything but a blessing. So you guys go ahead and follow me on social media. My name is Chanel Kisa. So it's Kiss with an A. Chanel, just like the brand. CHANEL. KISSA.
Chanel.
Yeah.
So
Thank
let's
you
do
very
a quick roll call and thank all these people for coming in on Father's
For sure.
Day.
For sure.
So we got P-Dog. Thank you,
Yes.
P-Dog.
Thank you.
Dog.
Along with DJ Lamar on the turntables
Thank you.
Killing the
and
game.
Loose Engineering.
The best.
Rinso with the clotheslines and Saber on that wide leg.
Yo, who we got in the building though? Special guest?
Yeah, we got
man,
this
it's,
special guest, Rod Remo.
Remo Rod in the building, man. How y'all doing, man? Dark skinned brother.
good.
You know, in action with all high pigment things going on in
High
the
pigment
industry.
things.
You heard me?
Yes, much blessings to you.
Man, I
Much
appreciate you
blessings
having
to
me on,
You did.
man.
Appreciate you
Straight
being
up.
here.
Straight
Now
up.
tell us a little bit about yourself. What you do.
Oh man, I got started outside of Chevron on Candler Road. And then let me tell you about God and how He. Nah, I'm just playing.
Put it out
Man,
there.
we've been doing a lot of different things. Wow. So, kind of like you, Miss Chanel. The story is pretty deep. Been doing it since '02. The first thing we did was Drumline on the acting side.
I love that show.
Yeah, Drumline was a good one, man. And it actually, kind of revitalized Atlanta's look for production.
Yeah, it did.
$22 million movie, Fox, you know what I'm saying? Number one movie for like 2-3 weeks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Early out.
Nick Cannon and stuff like
Cannon,
that.
yeah.
So we started Drumline. A good story behind that is I was in the marching band, growing up in school, Southwest DeKalb, and the drum director.
Okay.
Okay.
Known, you know what I mean? So he's just like, hey, bro, bring your big lips and your girth, and come strap up. You know what I'm saying? So we did that, and
That's what's up.
and made the parts, man. And so from Drumline, did more films. Kind of got into the comedy space around '08. We started an improv sketch comedy group called Snack Pack Comedy, and that's been kind of just taking us places that we never would have thought, like from different out of town trips to even in front of kids. We do Bullying Is Not Hot with Hot 107.9 sometimes, and it's just we're able to get across that bullying is not hot. I mean, like when we were growing up, bullying was what you did. You was like, you know what I'm saying? Not even like people think talking like the dozens or you know what I'm saying,
Right,
cracking
right.
on each other is bullying.
Right.
Like
That's
that's
not bullying.
just joning, that's just
Right,
joking.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
So but right now we're in a very sensitive state. So but we done a lot, man. Brother Loose, man, I appreciate you for shouting me out, bro, and bringing me out.
Yo,
So I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I don't want to just throw no long resume. This Atlanta, that's kind of lame. To me, from a native from Atlanta, it's just kind of just like.
Well, from a native that's not from Atlanta, I don't think
Yeah.
it's lame at all.
Yo, for
real?
You
Oh,
should never
no.
stop talking about
Yeah,
yourself.
they want to know. They want you to rep where you from.
Hey man, you know what? I got a chance to work with Mr. Perry, as we call him.
what's up.
Tyler Perry on the streets.
That's
You understand
good.
me?
That's good.
Medea on the movies. You understand?
Yeah.
So got a chance to work with Mr. Perry, and when he opened his first studio at Krog Street, then continued on when he opened up his second studio off of what's that?
Continental.
Greenbrier, that area. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I got a chance to meet Sidney Poitier, bro. Like the Sidney, you understand me? And he was sitting down. I was just like, brother, I just had to come over here. I wasn't supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? I would have got dismissed and disbarred. But I was like, bro, Sidney Poitier, and nice
What
to
a
meet
lot,
you.
what a
You know
lot
what I
of
mean?
people don't know is over there at Greenbrier Studios, all of Tyler Perry's stages are named after Black athletes.
Names after
And
Black
one of them is Sidney Poitier.
Right. So when I he was like, let me tell you something, brother. Now he wasn't talking that deep, like he'd been smoking cigarettes. I just
Right.
tried to get to,
Yeah, yeah, I
So he was like, let me tell you something. He was like, never tell anybody where they can see you. Let them tell you where they saw you at. And I was like, well, good goddamn nigga, boy, shit, you've been doing it longer than I
Real
have.
shit.
So me keep talking about, hey, you check me out on my TV show, check me out. It's like, it's cool. You gotta promote. So you're right.
I remember that when I first met you,
bro.
and you
I'm
was
just
like,
this is humble with
you
it.
was
Man.
humble
It's
with
like,
it.
man, like,
And then when I try to introduce you to my friends, like, yo, do you know who this is?
Man,
My
I'm
brethren,
cool,
blah blah blah. He was like, yo, yeah. Lou,
I'm
just-
cool, man.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I'm saying?
I respect that. I see both sides of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a talent, you have to promote yourself.
You gotta promote
In the
yourself, like you
same
said.
sense,
That's right.
You blessed, and you're in the right position. They're gonna see you.
Right.
They're gonna see you. They're gonna promote you as well. So
Right.
yeah. So yeah, man.
So this is another opportunity to promote.
So
And,
speaking about promoting, I've heard you did some directing.
Oh man, he told him everything, Loose. Man.
Yo, I'm trying. Yo.
All right, so yeah.
I couldn't help it, Rachel.
Yeah, you did.
I'm ready to know more. So go ahead.
All right, so here we go. Got bit by the bug around 09, working with Will Packer and Rob Hardy at Rainforest Films when they did The Gospel. And was like, wow, Idris is making the same amount as Will. Will's behind the camera, Idris is in front of the camera. So learn the behind the scenes and see if you can get 2 checks. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Atlanta, man. This is about you need to maximize, elevate. You know. So I fell in love, and then I got tired of, as an actor, waiting on people to show up with cameras, and you know what I mean?
Or waiting for work.
Waiting on the edit, and then waiting on the call. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now
You gotta create it yourself.
I'm in a position to where
place.
I've learned, put in, I guess what they call the 10,000 hours, and I'm able to call my friends and get jobs for them. That's what I'm saying. So it's like I went from, waiting on the call to getting calls to making the calls. You know what I'm saying? So it's a full journey, and we ain't stopping, man. We just getting started, and we got some announcements I'd like to do maybe a little bit later on, but it's some things cracking, man.
I already know, bro. I already see you.
It's kettle corn out here, cuz.
I see you. Always got the camera. Always got the crew.
Yeah, man.
Rallying up, like, yo, Reed, what you about to go do? I'm about to go shoot this, da 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 da.
Yeah.
So
consistency,
Yeah.
and you know what? That's what I have to work on. If anything, I have to work on, man, is consistency. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's just you. I think it's something that's universal
Yeah.
within everybody. That's what makes good great.
Word. Because I mean, go ahead, G. I don't know. I heard somebody say something.
Go for it.
No, I was just saying because you can have a brand and you can have great ideas, but if you only come around every 3-4 months, and it's like a relationship, yo.
Yeah.
It's like people actually are falling in love with what you do.
yeah.
So if you come around like, it's Father's Day, so we can talk about some absentee fathers. You know what I mean? Come around every now and then, like, here goes some Popeye's chicken, boy. I see you in about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't resonate. You can't see a growth. You can't follow your person. So consistency, man. I've been seeing y'all on this podcast being consistent, man. So you know what I mean? I appreciate that.
Thanks
Straight
for
up.
the crew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah,
for
yeah.
Saber, for
Word.
Lamar,
Definitely a team effort.
Right,
for
right.
Lorenz,
Shout out to the
for
Cannon
Dio,
Club. I see
Bobby
y'all with the
Dale,
Cannon.
whole squad.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So, you know what I'm saying? Sell the DSLR with the man Frodo, you know what I'm saying? A tripod. Here you talking about, but I know what I do with the dead cat on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey! You know what I mean? Got the lights up, you know what I'm saying? So it can fall very softly on my dark skin. You know what I'm saying? Hey! You do it.
So what's
Right.
up? We
Oh,
all
man,
trying
we
to get our
turned up.
paper in this business, but if you don't love what you do, you won't have a good time and you won't put your full into it. You did.
real, man.
'Cause I've been doing this since '92. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And I've been just recently I decided with Luce to get out here and get in front of the camera.
There it is, man.
Always
Oh,
in back of the
man.
camera.
Right.
And he inspired me to do this.
Come on, man. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
got much love for this dude, man. He's a very humble dude behind me. You dig?
Straight up, man.
And that's what you need, people who are going to back you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do it by yourself. You can try to do it all, but it ain't never going to come through like a crew. Come put it down for you, dig?
You're right.
And that's why I give thanks to everybody in there. Couldn't do it without each and every one.
And with that, yo, check it out. Like, how we gonna do this break right here? We couldn't do it if we didn't crew.
Boom.
So we're on the P-Dog show. We're gonna take twice 2 minutes. Lamar's gonna bless us, and we're gonna repo back in. So remember, listen, subscribe. subscribe, share, and log on.
Right.
Watch.
Comment
Chanel 100.
at Remo Rod, 2 E's.
Yo, yeah, bless us, we're gonna be right back.
Oh yeah.
He in the building.
Eastside.
Lamar Schwab, he in the building. And Lorenz Saber, they in the building. Chanel 99 in the building. Mr. P Dog Show, we in the building. Blue Sweet, we in the building. Playback Sounds, we in the building. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute, how they do that?
I don't know. How
First
they
of
do
all,
that?
it was
That was
just
a good
one.
little
It was just
session.
one.
It was the
special
vibes.
guest. It was just one special guest.
Boom.
No, it was a special guest host.
You're
Then
right.
all of a sudden,
Chanel
it was
99.
a
Chanel
special
99.
guest and a special guest host.
Remo.
And then it was now it's a special guest host and two special guests.
What is you
How
talking
do they do that?
How they do it
How
though?
do they do that?
Oh wow.
And we on the P Dog Show doing this.
P-Dog.
And we got Lamonster in the
He on the-
Oh man. Oh my God.
Lilo.
Lilo. Oh
What's
my
that?
God.
What's that?
That's my boy Lilo.
That's my baby.
Face ass.
Face ass in the motherfucker building.
Yes.
That's
sir.
Atlanta. That's Atlanta shit.
Yeah.
So Lee,
my bad.
yo, it's a pleasure to have you first and
Man,
foremost.
definitely.
What's
Thank
up,
you,
boy?
man.
Happy
Bless
Father's
you,
Day.
man. Happy Father's Day to y'all, man.
What's going on in your world, B?
Man, I'm in the garden, man.
I know.
Garden, I see you all the
Come
time
on,
in the
You know,
garden.
it's Sunday,
Getting it in.
man. I'm waiting for that thing to go ahead and jump up on that YouTube today.
Yeah.
That's what I got cracking.
And that's
you know
one of the
what I'm
things I see you doing. I see you in
Yeah.
the garden in the earth. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Give
Like,
back to Mother Earth. It's like oneness with the earth. I see you on that.
yeah, man, got to, you know what I'm saying? That's the source. That's where we come from, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with everything that's going on in the world today and how they trying to modify things, I think that people need to get back to the earth and get back to simplicity, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
I know it's a lot of things out here in this world, material and money and all the hype and the hoopla, you know what I'm saying? But that will make people lose sight of what's really going on and make them lose sight of what's really important, which is, to me, family, you know what I'm saying, health and happiness, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's up.
You know, P-Dog and Luce, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me every day. I'm
Every
turned
day.
up all day.
All
happy.
day. Hold up.
Hey.
When you're not
You know what I'm saying?
when you're not in the garden,
Right. Man, okay.
Where are you? Where can we find you?
Man, well, you can find me on the interwebs, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not in the garden, I'm normally in the house or making some money somewhere on some kind of set,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I was getting that.
I know. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna wrap it on around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can find me on the set. You know what I'm saying? That's where I met Luce a long time ago. Like I think 08, 09 or something. At Mr. P set. That's what I call him, Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At Mr. P set. And back then, you know, after coming out of college and everything, I just jumped in how I could, you know what I'm saying? And they put me in as an extra role. Then
Right.
eventually I got bumped up to a stand-in or
Hey.
understudy.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
after
yeah.
that, I became, you know what I'm saying, Mr. P understudy on the plays or whatnot.
Yep.
You know
Hey,
what
that's
I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Went on the road about 18 months, did the last
Hey.
little Madea play tour,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Turned up.
Get
That's what I'm
it.
talking
Get
about.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then eventually they asked me if I wanted to work at the studio. So I'm working with the directors and the assistant directors, you know what I'm
Yup.
saying, pursuing my
Right
goals
there.
and
Heavy
directing
hitters.
and
See
things
it.
like that, you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Remo said, I'm trying to get them hours and them days in.
Come
You
on,
feel me?
man. You
know what I'm
know
saying?
about it,
Try to tell
man.
You know,
Trying to
but
tell you.
the whole garden thing, man, I always been an outdoor type of kid, you know what I'm saying? When I went to college or whatever, I had a dual major starting off in zoology and TV radio broadcasting because I wanted to be like the Black Jeff Core and the Crocodile Hunter, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be out there, you know what I'm saying? But until he got stabbed in the heart by a stingray, and I'm like, I'm
Shut that shit
straight.
down.
I'm
Hold on, hold on.
straight. Yeah. I think I'm gonna fool around with these plants and just walk in the jungle
Right.
real quick, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
that botany on.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been trying to pursue that or whatnot, but then I just broke it down to simplicity, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just me out there with my camera. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I got my mic with the dead cat on it. You know what I'm saying? Got to have the dead cat. You
No
know?
wind.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I be out there filming it selfie style, you know what I'm saying? And then me, you know what I'm saying?
I follow you on the YouTube.
I be making some little rap songs, and it's about a garden, you know what I'm saying? That's where you can find me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to bring some awareness, you know what I'm saying, to food, culture, you know what I'm saying, getting people back to the old ways, try to help people get a little bit healthier, you know what I'm saying, and make being outdoors fun for people, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't go outdoors because of the buzz or it's too hot, you know what I'm saying. But if you get your mind off of that and you start seeing things as beauty and seeing how Mother Nature and God work together and have these things around us in our yards, whether we call them weeds or whatnot, they're still medicinal and they can still help us and get rid of some of these things, i.e. cancer, you know what I'm saying, i.e. stomach issues, diabetes, things of that nature. So I grow a lot of herbs, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, you know what I'm saying, and I just try to teach people the way I do things, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I keep rocking that fly tie-dye, you know what I'm saying, by Crafted Cosmic Creation, you know what I'm saying? That's my sponsor for the garden, straight out of Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Use that promo code Lilo15 and I got you a discount.
You got the garden, you got the clothing company, you got the tie-dye.
Oh yeah, I got the tie-dye, man. Y'all can check that out. Yeah, they're fresh, you know what I'm saying? We innovative with that tie-dye thing.
You gotta get one though.
Yeah,
I gotta get
man,
me one.
You know, and I just try to incorporate everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a hood hippie, as they would call it, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Atlanta, the west side. That side with the cow thing, I don't know nothing about. I'm a dog cowboy, you know what I'm saying?
Here we go, Liz.
ATL in the house.
I'm straight out of Atlanta, man, but everybody know, man, I always kind of been of a different kind of guy, as you would say.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, just real quick, like, you see how the humbleness, you can feel it. I mean, he's talented. He is a talent.
Yeah.
He's not even telling you about his lineage, but he is a talent. And then, you know, he's self-awareness in the garden. And then on top of it, this dude is a young dude. I never seen Limo, no disrespect to the saggy pants, but I never see Limo come off like that. In fact, Friday, Limo was from head to, you know what I mean? And the thing about it, it's like, this gentleman, he's God generation, everybody. This is God. This is a young dude that's humble. And my brethren, and I'm saying, and
big
like,
up, bless up,
and it's
bless
like,
up.
You know, he's going in with it, man, for real. So I love that about you.
I'm just a unique kind of guy, man. I ain't scared to be me. You know what I'm saying? All that bullying thing, we were joning back in the days, and folks used to join me because I got a huge nose, but it's all cool. I just got back with them about they nap ass hell. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the streets,
gotta go
you know
back
what I'm
on
saying?
them, man.
And being the only child, you know, I had to stand up for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been scared to be me. You know what I'm saying? I always been the type to be me. I ain't never been, you know what I'm saying, the one to try to follow the crowd. Because for one, I'm underprivileged. So it's only so much I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't no need for me to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? And my last name is Jones, and I ain't never try to keep up with them mother man. You know what I'm talking about? Because they stay doing something. You know what I mean? So that's just how I see it, man. You know what I mean? I feel the world is a beautiful place. You know what I'm saying? And every day is as beautiful as you make it. So I just try to stay happy all the time because I know a lot of people have a lot of other issues that's going on with them, you know what I'm saying, that's hard for them to get through. So I just try to be a light amongst the people, you know what I'm saying, every day. I mean, that's just me anyway because, like I said, I was an only child, so I can entertain myself very well, you know what I'm saying. I come up with jokes, skits, talk about people in my head, you know what I'm saying. Like, I just see some people walking down the street and come up with a full story about them, you know what I'm saying. That's just how I get down the path of time. Like, the people say I'm a people watcher, you know what I'm saying, because they entertain me, you know what I'm saying.
You're a very easy person to approach because of your attitude. You're a good dude, you know.
Appreciate it,
have fun when we on the set, man. You know what I'm saying? And if more sets was like that, it'd be more of a family. They call it a family, but on real shit, it ain't no family because a family will get together after all that shit is over. But once these shows in, you don't see them do no more until you get on another show. You know what I'm saying?
Like dropping jewels.
But this is the only state I ever worked in where we get together after the shows and
Right.
hang out, and
Right.
go over each
Right.
other's houses,
South,
and that's what it's all about.
And then
You know,
another thing about it too, man, you know what I'm saying, with it being down here in Atlanta and everybody gravitating to it, especially our people, you know what I'm saying, because as they used to say, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta is one of the biggest chocolate cities in America, you know what I'm saying,
sure.
it's like the Black Knuckle, you know what I'm saying, that's why we got so many people here, that's why the damn traffic's so bad, you know what I'm saying, shit, pump the brakes
Between
around this
3:30 and
motherfucker, son.
7:18.
You know what I'm saying,
This little
like
tiny ass
jeez,
freeway.
you know what I'm saying, stretch them things out or something, but then it's gonna take 2 years, and then next thing you know, another bridge will be on fire. So now that's another 6 months. So anyway, but yeah, that's another thing that I have seen from being from Atlanta and seeing, you know what I'm saying, the disbursement and the differential, just like where you from, P-Dog. You know, a lot of people disperse even from the same neighborhood just because of different reasons or whatever. Like, I wouldn't never mess with Remo back in the day because he from the east side. He was south with the cow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we got this song about that, baby. Yeah. Little C, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, it's like with everybody coming from other places, bringing their own swag from Cali, from New York, from Chicago. Miss Chanel 99 coming from down there from Florida, you know what I'm saying? And it's just making it like a mixing pot of all different type of black people from all different places. Loose coming from across the islands and from up top in the little place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I call New York, the little place, because it's so small, but it got all them buildings, you know what I'm saying? That's the little place up there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, that's what I think had really made it, you know what I'm saying, grown into what Atlanta is now. The way we can do stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
I
what's
said,
up.
I've been here forever, man, and man, it's been small things that I've seen come through Atlanta,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, that inspired me to do bigger, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, our rap scene and our whole hip-hop scene, that was one of the things that really inspired me because I saw so many people doing different stuff. Like, you got Killer Mike from the West Side, hard gangster rapper from back in the day, but look at all the positivity he doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got the Run the Jewels thing, you know what I'm saying? Making it pop, you know what I'm saying? I got a big mentor, you know what I'm saying, down there, Mr. Murray, you know what I'm saying? At the funeral home and everything. That's my
Yeah,
garden
what's up.
partner, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We really get it in. We be out in the woods foraging, trying to find some stuff to put in the garden and
So
make
I'm
sure
real
we do.
curious about this
Truffle.
gardening
What's
thing.
up? What's up?
What made you get into it? Because I see that you're like very
Oh.
excited about
Oh
it.
yeah. Well,
Which
really.
is a great thing,
Oh, yeah.
especially because there's a lot of food in a lot of different countries. Like
Right.
our food is banned in a lot of different countries.
Right. Right.
They don't eat our food over
Right.
there.
Right. Because it's blood shit in it. You
Is
know
it
what I'm
because
saying?
of the GMOs?
I mean, it's all that. I mean, it's controlled. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So anything like they call it a controlled substance. Hell, food is the biggest controlled substance we got. That's the main motherfucker that's killing shit around here with
Right.
cancer and all these other
For sure.
diseases. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that what made me get into it. My grandma, she raised me. My mom, my grandma, and my grandma used to always plant like little peppers and stuff out there in the backyard with cows and hogs and shit like that up there in Canton, Georgia. And I
That's
remember
what's up.
like after coming from church up there in the country and going to her house and being in my church clothes and try to hop over there in the fence with the cows
Right.
and then the bull come chase you, but you better not. You better watch where you step before you step in what they call cow patties, which is a big pile of cow shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get caught in that, you gonna be fucked two ways. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
That
for
bull
sure.
gonna get you and you gonna be stanky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
Stanky now.
yeah, I don't know why you don't know. Down there in Florida, that's why I
It's
did
not
some.
that I don't
I
know.
did some
I'm-
cow tipping down there in Florida.
I don't know too much about
Hey.
cow tipping and the bull chasing you, but I do know about
Yeah.
them crazy chickens.
Chick, oh yeah.
The
The
moose
roost.
birds out there.
My grandma had a
Look,
garden too.
yeah.
It grew everything in
That's
there.
what's up.
Used to pick collard greens in there. So it's being from the South. I think being from the South as well as also living in like country places.
Right. Right.
Black people, always had to grow their food.
Foods,
We
right.
always been known
That's where
as,
we came from.
having kind of like the
We
leftovers.
grew their food too.
Like-
Yeah, we grew that
Exactly.
food. And we had our separate little pots over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just it's amazing that you being older deciding to
Right.
tap back into your roots.
I mean, and then being in the industry, like I was kind of forced in front of the camera because I didn't really want to be in front of the camera at first. When I first met Lucy and them, like he said, due to my lineage or whatever, they put me in front as an extra and a stand-in, and I progressed in that real fast because I played college sports. If you don't know the play, you can't get your ass in the game.
Right.
So I learned the script and I learned this and I learned the movements and the blocking real fast. I don't need to write it down too much. If I
Right.
see it once or twice, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So I progressed real fast to that. And then when we went on tour, they started seeing how I learned everything and how I could be an asset in the director department. And that's really where I wanted to be, because I'm the type of dude, I'm low key, you know what I'm saying? I want to have them big boy knots in my pocket, but nobody don't know about it. I ride around in a dusty ass truck and some overalls and be doing my thing, kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
You would never know.
So real quick, he said your lineage. So because
okay.
It's forced to be on the camera. Just you know, man,
right.
for peace.
I mean, my pops, you know what I'm saying? My name is Leland Jones, you know what I'm saying? My pops is an actor in the game, you know what I'm saying? He done did some things with Tyler Perry from TV shows and movies. You done probably done seen him in some music videos, you know what I'm saying? Some other movies, some more TV shows. He used to be on Nickelodeon when I was little. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing I ever really did, that was a film thing or something that he did on the independent scale, and they put me in there, and I was young, like 10, 11 or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, you know what I'm saying? And then just for me, you know what I'm saying, progressing, going to college, getting a degree and everything, he was just really like, all right, you do all this hood shit. Well, he don't say that because he a preacher, but that's how I know how he be thinking.
Right.
And like he looked at me and was like, okay, you do all this hood shit, because I got a production company. I did a lot of music videos in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the day, I know a lot of people because, like I say, I'm from Atlanta. So I did a lot of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like I was working with Future then before Future even blew. Future probably don't even remember that. Yeah, I know like real people like that. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, check it out. We got, hold up.
What's up? Roll call. It's your boy Lilo in this thing.
I just
Remo Rod in this thing.
We got a DJ.
Chanel Keisa.
P-Dog, for sure.
Dog, and we got Loose. And guess what? We got Lamar.
DJ.
While we on Lamar, we gonna let him bless us with a couple tunes real quick. And we gonna come through it. And we gonna, as they say, wrap it up. So here we go. Bless
I'm sick of being lied to when I'm waging war. Then I'm going back to city land and I'm quitting rap. Ain't that bad, cause when I was poor, hell, I was fairly happy. In my heart, they got me tripping in the jail like yesterday. It ain't no doubt. My nigga,
P-Dog show, the P-Dog show, the P-Dog show, the P-Dog show, P-Dog, the P-Dog show, the P-Dog show, yeah. Straight like that. That way.
Around this piece. Yeah. Well, you know what? I want to talk to Remo, and I want to find out the social medias and things you might have coming up in the future.
All right, so real quick, real straightforward. Blessed to be right next to Playback Sounds here.
No doubt.
I'm at the law, so we about to start a series called Live at Dream State. It's called Dream State Studios next door. What it is we're going to invite 20 selective people in the city and have 2 performances and record it, full production, full lighting, full all that good stuff. The garage gonna come up, smoke gonna come out. It's gonna be like old school Arsenio Hall. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need all the support. I'm gonna need all y'all to definitely be there. You know what I'm saying? In that effort.
I'm there.
I'm here.
My girl, my homies.
Lilo in that thing.
Lilo in that thing with Remo in that thing. Lilo in that thing with Remo in that thing. And then, like, you know what I mean, like I told you before, I wanted to make an announcement on this podcast especially. We just teamed up with Artlanta Gallery. We just moved our whole operation with the Wolf Idea Group, which means we only strive to Fort McPherson, bro. So we right next door. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like right on the other side of the green gate.
That's a blessing. On the other side of the green gate.
That's a blessing.
On the small side.
On the small side. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tyler got the whole side. You know what I'm saying? We got the little corner left. But for real though, from Lilo, man, we're gonna need you to come out there, man. Teach some interns the vegetation and all that good stuff, man. Because we got space to cultivate. You know what I mean? Chanel, we would love for you to come out there and see the property, and if we need to shoot anything, do anything, you know what I mean? We there. P-Dog. Bye. I do appreciate you from way down deep. Bye.
No doubt. Likewise, for sure.
Loose, my dude. Appreciate Bob. You know what I mean? Playback Studios. Get your sounds here. I just rented a mic here for the whole weekend yesterday, so you know I'm an active member. You know what I mean?
Okay, then.
DJ over here with all the gangsterness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try.
You know what I mean?
The game.
I know you got a beard cream hookup or something right there. That thing look fluffy, boy. That thing look like a doodle, bruh. The Cannon Club in the back shooting that thing up, man. You know what I mean?
They killing it.
And my name is Remo Rod, man. Find me at Remo Rod. That's the at symbol Remo with 2 E's because it's extra entertainment always. REEMO ROD. And that's it, man. I appreciate the time on the P-Dog experience.
Thanks, Remo.
Lilo, what you doing, bye?
Hey man, you know it's Sunday, man. So I'm just waiting for that thing to upload to YouTube. I'm just excited to see what I got going off in the garden this week.
Yeah, give us
you know
your
what I'm saying?
YouTube.
My
address.
YouTube, man, you can go ahead and find my YouTube channel, Lelo Jones ENT. You know what I'm saying? Go on YouTube and just search Lilo, Lelo, and Garden, and all that'll pop up because that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on the IG on the Lelo LELO_Jones. And you can find out some tidbits on there, you know what I'm saying, from the garden lifestyle to everything else I'm doing, you know what I'm saying.
From the garden to the set.
Let me let them know, you know what I'm saying. Cause AKA, man, I'm Lilo, AKA International Lilo, ATL's most interesting Negro, okay? You know what I'm saying? Cause I be doing it all, you know what I'm saying.
With the tie-dye.
Tie-dye sponsor. Oh, you see it? Garden Gangsters. With the trippy hippie. I had to hit him with the earth tone. Do you see the crop circles in it? Oh, yeah, she hit it. Yeah, that's www.craftedcosmiccreation.com. Promo code Lilo15. I got your discount. You know what I'm saying? You got everything from the women to the babies to the dogs to the people to the women to the all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, go ahead and check your boy out. You know, I'm with it if you ain't, and it's cool if you not. So we're gonna go ahead and pass the night to Miss Chanel. You know what I'm saying? Let her do tell what she has to tell.
Chanel.
Well, I'm Chanel Kisa, and Luce just gave me Chanel 99 and upgraded me to Chanel 100. I got that good upgrade.
Real quick.
Yeah. So follow me. All of my social media is Chanel Kisa. It's Chanel CHANEL, like the design, and then Kiss A. So you can always find me there and see everything that I'm got going on. So really, since I've been here in the last 2 months, the only thing I've been working on is just being very open to the possibilities that have been coming in my life. I came here with a plan, and I told myself when I came to Atlanta, as soon as my feet hit that ground, I was going to hit the ground and I was going to start running. And I've been doing that since. And that's just what I kind of want to just put out there for that to continue to come to me. So if you're working on any projects and you need a girl, ugly, skinny, kind of thick with it, beautiful, I play all characters, as well as if you need somebody in front of the mic to commentate anything, red carpet shows.
Y'all hear that voice, man. Y'all hear that voice. So beautiful behind the mic. It's so beautiful.
Lip gloss on fleeks.
Very intelligent.
Fleeky. But not just that, not just being I am a beautiful woman and I own it, and I appreciate that more than everything, but I'm also a studying woman, so I'm smart behind that. So you know you're gonna get both ends of the bargain with me. So I am so appreciative to be at Playback. Thanks, Los. Thanks, P-Dog. Thanks, DJ Lamar, Lorenzo. And what is the guy name on the wide camera? Saver. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Chanel can be the leading actress in your thing and then put the book together for you on the same damn time.
Right.
Get it right.
Okay. You're going to be the line producer and the actor. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how I'm going to get my 2 checks. That's how I'm going to get my 2 checks.
You can be the UPM too.
All right. Well, hook us up.
Get tree checks.
You hear that out here?
All trio.
I give you a percentage, you know. Hook me up.
Yeah, definitely.
lady right there.
Right.
Straight up.
P-Dog, what's up, man?
Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have y'all here today. You did.
Man, I appreciate
Happy
you.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much, and likewise to each and every one of y'all. You know, it's a blessing to be having out here in Atlanta. You know, your family and friends and everybody out here you get it in with. You know what I'm saying? Because when I came out here, you know, I was brought out here on a show. So
Word.
once I found out that how it went down out here, I was
like, okay,
as soon as this show ends, I'm moving out here.
But
And
you stayed.
I worked it till the wheels fell off. They flew me out. In 3 days, I was on the road with all my shit headed back. I had already rented me. I had me a house 2 months before I left out here. You know, I was already, you know, it was a done
See,
deal.
they got it wrapped it on
I had to keep the house secret because they had me an apartment out here and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you had to get them.
Keep it under.
So shit, as soon as they flew me back out, I packed my shit and my kids and kicked rocks. You did.
Right.
And I've been here ever since. That
That's
was
what's up.
2013, you know.
That's what's up.
And it's definitely opportunities for talented black as well as any race.
Right. It's a melting pot.
So we trying to get these brothers plugged in. You did.
Yeah. Get them out the street. Get them plugged, man. Get them some jobs.
It's the best kept secret. This side of the Mason-Dixon line, you know.
Exactly.
For real, man. You know, all these fools out here.
Keep you with them racks and keep you from out themselves, Jack. You
Yeah, real shit. But I want to thank y'all again for coming by and hanging out with us, you know.
Yeah.
Anytime, man.
Limo, and the beautiful Chanel Kissa.
Thank you. You said it perfectly.
Thank you very much. You did. I want to get that right.
And she can braid. Come on, bro. Like, get the hell out of here with y'all goddamn old school, new school.
They like calling me out.
Let me get the hell out my neck.
And I can braid your side in. You know what I'm saying?
Saber.
All I gotta say is thank you to everybody. Y'all made my Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Your Father's Day is every day.
Happy Father's Day out there, man. The radio
And,
land, man.
all I gotta say, and all I'm asking is that please subscribe.
Yeah, do that.
Share. Yo, we
Share.
need some sponsorship
Do
too. We need
Greedy
some of
bastards.
that beard.
Share this shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it.
Don't keep it everywhere, man.
We need sponsoring. So,
Yeah.
yo,
Make it rain on somebody's head over there.
Yo, that's it for the P Dog Show. Tune in
Thanks
next week.
again.
Next weekend. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
appreciate
rest of
it.
the day.
Appreciate it.
Lorenzo on the lens, Sabertooth, yo,
In the
Lamar,
zone.
yo, Ree,
We out.
Lee,
Yeah.
yo, P,
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Chanel.
Yeah.
Loose.
Chanel.
Yeah.
Yeah.